Hello. Okay. I saw the movie like 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. It's 11:45 right now. Probably don't know this. I am an avid. I'm a big Jurassic fan, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I saw the movie and I went and saw it with my girlfriend. It's pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, it definitely was a movie. Let me start spoiler free. It wasn't a bad movie. It was a bad movie. If you like Jurassic stuff, I would say go see it. Alright, so I'm kind of just re-recording this because the recording I did after watching the movie was not good and kind of all over the place. I think this movie kind of suffered from what Dominion did, where it wanted to do so much that it kind of didn't really like do anything. After watching Dominion, I felt horrible. It was like genuinely one of the worst experiences I've had. But after watching this movie, I just kind of felt like, it was just okay. It wasn't terribly bad, but it wasn't super good. It was just okay, you know? That was not a good review. I'm just gonna get into spoilers.
Oh my god, what is that?
So we start off at like, where was it? It was like their lab, like the InGen lab. Okay, am I gonna have to like find clips for this? So in the lab, you see all these little, like you see the mutants in like these test tubes. And I was kind of thinking like, wow, these mutants have really interesting designs, and I really hope they get like expanded upon and explained because they seem really neat. And spoiler alert, they don't. On the topic of the laboratory, I kind of want to talk about the product placement. I mean, the movie starts off with a guy eating an ad, which it's like a weird, almost Final Destination like thing, where the rapper gets kind of sucked up into the door vent, and that sort of kicks off the whole plot. And I'm not a director, but I almost feel like he was trying to go for like a, oh, this is in Final Destination, which scary movie. We want scary movie. We do Final Destination. Like, they definitely wanted to make this movie scarier, but they did that by kind of just doing a lot of like, oh, it almost got you. Oh, it's almost gonna get you. And it just felt so awkward to me because it felt like everyone kind of had like a plastic barrier around them. You know, I expected like some scratches or some scuffs. Someone to get like scraped on the leg. Oh, its teeth bit me. Something. Get like a shoe ripped off. But no, they almost just they kind of barely move out of the way of everything. You know? And it was just kind of weird. Where in like the boat scene where he goes to like help the daughter and he like gets his leg cracked. I was like, "Oh, that was really gruesome. There's like consequences to him going to help his daughter. Wow. This is gonna be a crazy movie." And then they proceed to be completely unharmed for the rest of it, and I was just kind of like, wow, this is really kind of boring. Near the end, I was pretty just kind of bored because I knew nothing would happen. You know, and I was thinking about the monsters, dinosaurs. See, I was thinking about the dinosaurs. That there's such like abominations and mixes of. I was hearing like interviews that it wanted to be like a Rancor and a bit of H.R. Giger, I'm not sure how to say that, and something else. And it feels like they're trying to do too many things with these creatures. I don't know if I can even call them dinosaurs. Really. It just feels like they lose a lot of their identity. Like, for example, the Indominus Rex always felt super cool and unique to me. Felt like its own fleshed out idea with a backstory that we could understand and even feel a bit bad for it, its upbringing. Rebirth was just kind of like too out there. It just felt like I was watching an old sci-fi Dino Croc or Sharktopus movie. Obviously, it was like a monster, the T-Rex, but it was like too monstery. Where I was still trying to I had to like suspend disbelief or what. I was still like, so it's like a giant monster that looks like Alien and the Rancor and something else, and it's here and it attacks people. We don't really know why it attacks people. Cause like when I first saw it, I could have swore I saw scars all over it and like cuts, and I was like, whoa, this is super neat. They're experimenting on it and like dissecting it. That's probably why it's so angry. But obviously they didn't mention any of that, so I think I just made it up. I don't know. But yeah, the the dinosaur broke out, and the characters. And I don't want to go chronologically anymore. Just summarize the movie. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go through like things I had. The characters, it felt like they didn't really have any development, no plot, no sustenance, and it felt like they tried to kind of do things, and I kind of like imagined things they could have. I think I was like hallucinating character arcs, or what it was Scarlett Johansson's character, Sora Bennett, right? I think I was like hallucinating character arcs for her because it was pretty bland. Like okay, when like I first saw like the family, the family, there's like the boyfriend, and I was like, wow, this guy's like a dumb asshole. He's gonna get caught, and then yeah, he kind of gets like his little arc, He he pulls through and he gets the bag and he escapes by himself. I was like, damn, that's cool. Okay, but he's still kind of like an asshole. And then like the like older daughter falls in, and he like no, and like he like jumps in and saves her. It's like wow, what a guy. And then the dad's like, oh, I respect you. And I was okay with that. I did see someone who's saying it was like they wanted more. I was okay with the boy because okay. The thing is, after he like jumped in, he saved the daughter, girlfriend, whatever. He saved the girlfriend, his girlfriend. God, fuck. He saved his girlfriend. And then the dad was like, hey man, I really appreciate you doing that. I might have misjudged you. You're amazing. And he was like, whatever. Shit brains. I don't know what he said. He said something stupid like that. And I was just like, what the fuck is he doing? He just got like the layup of a lifetime and he just fumbled it. It was so weird. And I wish, I like how they played into him being like a stereotypical loser boy, because then he's like, oh, I don't know what she sees in me. I don't get why she's with me. And the dad was trying to, hype him up, be like, hey, you did this great thing, you're a nice man, I see what she sees in you. I like that. I felt like that was a sweet moment. Me personally, okay. Oh, fuck. I need to like wake up. I put up a little bug crawling. Scarlett Johansson's character, at first she was like this old mercenary that had like a good head on her shoulders or whatever. I don't know. And she was like, oh, I wouldn't do that. That's how you die. That's how the bad things happen. Like go to the dinosaur world. Oh, I just remembered. I need to explain something to my girlfriend. My mic was muted. Music was okay. Like nothing noteworthy. Obviously, they reused the Jurassic Park theme like 100 times. It's like, remember? And then you're like, oh my god. I did the thing where I pointed at the screen. I was like, oh my gosh, they played it. Because I mean, like, I'm conditioned. Yeah, it the tension. Like some scenes were dead silent, and it was pretty good. You know, like the tension was really not big, but there wasn't any like payoff. They'd spend all this time building this tension up, and it's like, oh, our heroes are being chased by the mutadons, which, by the way, I don't know shit about. Like, if you're coming to the movie from like liking Jurassic Park movies, you're cooked, because it borderline makes no sense. I really only know what the mutadons are, and that they're like a pteranodon raptor thing because of the people I watch. And I only know the D-Rex was like a failed hybrid because of that too. I wouldn't have known any of that from the movie because they don't explain anything. You know, it would have been nice to see like a flashback with like an InGen employee, or like maybe like a corrupt person on the inside being like, we need more and more. Just make whatever you can, make it as freaky as possible. You know, give me something that just looks messed up, something like that. You're like, oh, wow. I'm gonna talk about the positives. I'm gonna talk about the positive things I like, good things. Good thing number one, I would say the effects, like the special effects. I'd say they looked pretty good. And then I felt like the dinosaurs and like their scale and their size, I felt like they weren't just like dinosaur sized. You know, they were giant. The mosasaur was huge. Spinosaurus, we didn't really see that much of the Spinosaurus as much as I thought we would. I'll get into that. The dinosaurs were huge. Titanosaur, it felt like a big. There's so much I want to get into. Titanosaur felt like massive. Titanosaur felt crazy. Titanosaur was insane. Watching that. The T-Rex was honestly scary. I was honestly quite scared of the T-Rex. I've never been afraid of like any of the Jurassic Park or World movie like T-Rexes, because to me it's always been like, oh, it's the T-Rex, oh, it's Rex here, oh, it's just a T-Rex, you know. But this one did feel scary. I don't know why, but it did freak me out. I was clutching my girlfriend's arm. I was pretty afraid. I know I said I was gonna do positives, but another thing I didn't like was just Zora Bennett's character, or Scarlett Johansson's character in general. It felt like there's almost two people trying to do the same role, you know? Like on one end, she was like hearted and she was like, oh, some people die. It's whatever. We have to continue on with the mission. And then on her other end, like she sees a family and she's like, oh God, I hope they're okay. And we have to go look for them and find them and help them out. And it was just so weird. It's like they're trying to make her character deep, but it just came off as her just like being mean to her friend for no reason. It was just kind of awkward seeing her be like, oh, they don't matter, we need to continue on. And if they started her character out where she was like hardened and like didn't care about others, it would be one thing, but she was just conflicting herself the entire time, and I definitely did not like that. I didn't like the side cast at all. All the like other mercenaries, you could tell they were to die. It was very easy to tell for me. I mean, obviously I've seen a lot of the trailers, but none of them were in any of the trailers. I do wish they kind of like amounted to more. I wish they like, you know, I wish they were like more important, more like actual characters, you know. It just felt a lot like, I think like Alien 2. Like the girl with the short hair. Pretty sure there's a character in Alien 2 that's exactly like that. And then the other guy, like the basic like hot shot, shoot first, ask later. And the other guy's like the close, like the brother, the blood brother. And it was just so, they were just so, I don't even know their names. All I know is the one guy spoke French. I can't even know, I don't even know their names, or what they did, but they died. And they just felt so unnecessary because those characters just kind of felt like bags of meat just waiting to get, you know. Some things I do like about the kills though. The kill on the main, the big bad, but the traitor guy. Everyone knew he's the traitor guy, but the kill on the traitor guy, that kind of freaked me out. I didn't expect it to like him rip in half and like his arm fall off. I was like, oh my goodness. It was pretty crazy. I was like, wow, that was I mean that's something. I did like the fake outs the movie did. It did like two fake outs. Not the last fake out, no. But I like the other two fake outs where it's like the first one with the Quetzalcoatlus. He's like, hey man, we're pulling you up, we're pulling you up, we're pulling you up. And then all of a sudden he's coming up really fast, like, come on, we're pulling you up. And then the Quetzalcoatlus flies up and he's like, ah, no. And it has a guy in his mouth and he's like, no, no. Whatever. You know, that got me. I was like, oh, he's coming up and it's gonna get him to the last second, but no, it already had him. I thought that was pretty good, in my humble opinion. And then the helicopter, like the D-Rex grabbing it, that honestly got me, because I was like, wow. I was thinking like, oh, the smoke's gonna clear and the D-Rex is gonna hit it, but no, the D-Rex like grabbing it, that freaked me out. It's pretty good. Dolores was okay, I guess. I mean, you know, marketable plushie, whatever. Just some general things I kind of want to talk about. The like the river raft scene, I was for sure I saw blood coming out of his leg, like the dad got bit, or like the teeth scraped his, you know, like his shoulder. I was like, oh my goodness, the dad just got, you know. And then he was like, oh, I'm fine, guys, we have to huddle on the rock or whatever. And then with the little girl like screaming for her dad, why didn't they just like, shh, don't say anything, be quiet, the T-Rex is right there. Oh, okay, shh. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it would have helped. But yeah, no, when the T-Rex grabbed the raft, I might put it up on screen, I don't know if I can, I'll like fast forward it or like reverse it. I was like, oh my god, she's actually dead. Like that was it. Wow, I can't believe, like, you know, all this tension, all this dread, and now the little girl just died. This is terrible. I can't believe they just did this. That's crazy. This movie's, you know, pulls no punches. And then she comes out of the water. Dad, where are you? And then, oh, tension, tension. T-Rex is about to get her again. Oh my goodness, it was barely missed. And it was just like, there's so many barely misses that I was literally just thinking like, I hope one of them dies eventually, so something happens. Let me just go to the end real quick. Duncan, his like sacrifice. Me and my girlfriend were getting like emotional, like, this is so sad, you know. When his light went out, I was like, oh my god, like I almost started crying. It was really bad. And then fucking somehow I think honestly when Duncan like survived, my girlfriend was happy about it. She's like, I am so happy he lived, you know. I didn't want him to die. I obviously didn't want him to die, like his character. But I feel like something needed to happen like that. Because I was just so like, you know, it was like so many times someone could have got hurt. Something could have happened and it didn't happen. And it was just like weird. Like they're protected. And yeah, he what was it? I forgot what I was just saying. Oh, yeah, his light went out. I was like, oh my gosh, he just died. You know, I was thinking like, oh, at the last second, he's gonna throw the flare and swim back. Maybe he could have done that, but the D-Rex was like sniffing, and the D-Rex was like could have licked him. at that point, unless he was like, wait, it's okay. You don't have to be bad anymore. And the T-Rex was like, wow, believe you. Like, I genuinely just don't know. Did he swim down? Because he was like up against the wall on like branches. I don't even want to be mean. I just genuinely don't know. Did they think like when that happened, were they like, yeah, this makes so much sense? Like, I just don't. Something that kind of bugs me. I don't know if this bugs anyone else. Maybe I'm just like a brain dead, brain rot. I was kind of sad there wasn't a big dinosaur fight. I really wanted there to be. I wanted the flares to attract the T-Rex or something, or everyone was saying the Spinosauruses, Spinosauri, or the Mutodons. You know, I wanted a big dinosaur fight. You have this big freaky mutant. I want something to happen. I didn't want to even kill it. Just maybe maybe the big dinosaur fight happens and then Duncan escapes. You know, I feel like it would have made Duncan feel a lot like cooler. I would have liked to see like a Duncan point of view of like this big dinosaur fight, and then he finally escapes. You know, like the T-Rex comes in and then starts beating up the D-Rex, and then the Spinosaurus are like, meh, and then Duncan starts swimming away, and they're like fighting in the background with the flare, and then like you don't see what happens, and then like you just assume either they killed each other, or like maybe they ran away, and then that's where you could be like, oh, cliffhanger. Watch the next movie to find out, you know? But no, it's just like, oh, the D-Rex comes up, D-Rex leaves, and then Duncan's like, hold on, I have another flare, and the D-Rex doesn't like turn around and like, oh my god, I found you. I don't know. I almost do wish either there's a big dinosaur fight, and that's how Duncan got away, or Duncan just died. Because it was really emotional, really impactful. You know, they were... I feel like in all like the, not all of them, but in like the Jurassic movies in general, at the end of the movie they have like that scene where it's like, oh, they're all worn and tired and they're all coming back, and it's like, you know, you see them on the helicopter, on the boat, you know, they're like, oh, finally leaving this place, and you can see like the scratches and bruises, and they're so tired, beat up, and they lost a lot of friends, and it's like, wow, it's really sad. But I feel like with that movie, it was just like they're just leaving, and it was like, haha, you know, like everyone, literally everyone lived. Uh, you know, I thought the boyfriend would die, maybe the dad would die, like finally respecting the boyfriend. The little girl would die. Speaking of little girl, the daughter character, I don't even know their names, any of them, because that's how unmemorable they were, really. The daughter character, seeing like the trailers, she seemed like almost a second main character. I don't even remember her like doing anything. Like, I don't know. I don't want her to be like, you know, punching dinosaurs in the face or something, but I feel like they gave like they like spread out character growth to so many people so thin that even like the main cast got nothing. Let me go back to what I liked about the film. I kind of liked how the whoa dinosaurs moment worked. You know, like every Jurassic Park film, not Park, every like Jurassic film has that moment where they see like the big sauropods and like, wow, they're beautiful, and the music plays. Oh, I had the burp. Oh my god. They're like, wow. I honestly didn't mind the scene too much, because, you know, they're having all these bad, terrible. That wasn't their first time seeing dinosaurs. Like every time, they're having all these bad, terrible meetings with dinosaurs. It's like, oh, they're trying to kill them, right? And then they're like, oh, is this one a herbivore? And they see it. It's like a big peaceful thing. And them like being all lovey-dovey. That was sweet, you know. It's like, aw, shucks. Something that really bugs me. There's no end credit scene. Okay, wait. let me rephrase that. I sound like a put up a nerd picture right now. Um, I felt like there should have been more. There should have been a scene of like a camera feed explaining the D-Rex, or you know, I wish all the dinosaurs were there in their natural ecosystem. I liked the little bits and pieces of like the eels we saw and stuff like that, but those just felt like threats. I wish we saw like different dinosaurs just kind of like doing their own thing instead of like threatening ones to just be like, oh, something might be in the water. Oh, something could come down from the tree, but you don't really know. Like it was trying to do dread and like be like, oh, what could happen? But I think we all knew that wasn't gonna happen, especially with like the God-given immunity the characters had. I just would, if they were to do things like that, I would have liked to see like the dinosaurs all there, all in their natural habitat, interact a bit, you know? Show like some cool shit. Maybe even have a scene like, wow, maybe these herbivores dinosaurs aren't that bad. Don't like the carnivore ones though. Ha ha ha. Like I don't know. I don't really feel satisfied with the movie. It feels like I watched an episode. It feels like I watched like the second episode of like a TV series, you know? So it's like I missed the first episode with all the intro stuff, and I watched the second episode where it's like all the introductions are done. You're just kind of thrown in. And you're like, oh wow, the plot's starting, and you're like, oh, we have to go here and do this. And like I watched the first like the second, third, fourth, fifth. So, I don't know, like before like the climax, you know, or like three episodes before the climax. One whatever. Feels like I was in the middle of a story. It just felt so, you know. Okay, something I just remembered while editing is that the Lost World, the second Jurassic Park, would have had a very similar ending, in my opinion, to Rebirth, had it not have all the extra scenes with the T-Rex in San Diego. Without that, that's a lot of people's favorite part of the movie. Without that, I don't believe the Lost World would have been as memorable as it was, and it would have had a very lackluster ending, just like Rebirth. I can't believe the Jurassic Park 3 raptors were literally shown in the dark in one scene for like 4 seconds, and then they were killed. That was such bullshit. I mean, it was cool, I guess, seeing Unidon like fuck it up, but that was such bullshit, and you know it's bullshit. Whoever you are, you know that was bullshit. If you even watched it, I don't even know if you did. It was bullshit though. Cause I was led to believe they'd be like a big part of the story. Like, oh my god, the Jurassic Park 3 raptors are here finally. They're gonna be so scary. The male and the what the fuck? The male and the female. They have the crest, and it's gonna be so cool. And then I watched the fucking movie, and they show up for like 3 seconds, and they get killed by some freaky, ugly, fucking thing. It felt like watching like an episode of like regular show, you know, like an episodic story. Everything was just like a different adventure. It's like, oh, now it's the Mosasaurus, Spinosaurus. Next episode. Oh, remember the Spinosaurus? It kills somebody here. Now it's the Mutodon. Next episode. Remember the Mutodon? What the fuck is that sound? It sounds like someone's typing on a keyboard. Remember the Mutodon? That was scary. Ooh, next episode. The D-Rex is here. They escape. Like, I don't even know. Another thing I kind of want to get into. A lot of the shots, I do have to admit, a lot of the shots were good. It wasn't like bad cinematography. Is that the word? I'm not a cinematographist. but it wasn't like bad from just like a wow, that looked cool standpoint. Like the mosasaur with like its eye underwater, that was cool. I mean, the Spinosaur like sails approaching the boat as like a foreboding kind of like a oh my gosh, something's gonna happen. That was cool. That gave me chills. That freaked me out. I was like, oh my god, what are those? You know, if I didn't know, oh my god, Spinosaurus, I would have probably shit my pants seeing a bunch of fucking sails in the water coming to me. The T-Rex like swimming under the boat, that was good. Like, the scene with her like making the raft was so dumb. It was just like, it felt weird. You know, it didn't feel like, it felt like watching like a cartoon skit where it's like the guy with the big hammer, like Tom and Jerry, like the big bulldog's asleep and Tom's like tiptoeing, and he steps on a rubber duck, and then the bulldog's like, and he falls back asleep, and then Tom like pets his head and he keeps walking. The bulldog wakes up and looks at Tom, and Tom goes like pet his head again, and he's like, it's a wink, isn't it? It was just. Star Bennett's character, man. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Scarlett Johansson's fault. Her character, like, at first she seemed like, you know, oh, I don't want to do it, and then he was like, I have a lot of money, and she's like, how much money do you want to do this for? You know, it seemed like she was a very self-centered character, very flawed, very greedy. You know, someone that the Jurassic franchise would rip apart, because that's what happens to greedy characters like that often. You know, and she's like trying to get more money for her friends and like just more money in general, and it's like, wow. You know, she's like bargaining and trying to like kind of being scammy. She's like you know, she's smart, but she like selfish. And then yeah, she's like, oh, we can't leave that family behind because I'm a good person. No. I mean, obviously she, you know, they're like, oh, we'll save millions of lives. She's like, I don't want to do it. And then he was like, we have a lot of money. And she was like, how much money? You know, if she was a really good person, she would have been like, oh, millions of lives, I'm in. But no, they mentioned money. I feel like that was a good fatal flaw. I was like, wow, she's not a good person. And then she changes. Loomis helps her or something. I don't know. Duncan helps her. Seeing like her old military mate. Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I just kind of don't really like the movie, because all the cool moments just kind of fade. The Gaming Beaver. Am I allowed to say other YouTubers' names in videos? I don't know. The Gaming Beaver said this. He said that Jurassic franchise has kind of became like a, you know, you see something you remember and you go, oh, I remember that. He said something like that. I don't know. You know, like the scene, the start of the movie. Not the start, but like when we first see Scarlett Johansson's character. It's like objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Oh my gosh, that's like Jurassic Park. Wow. And the tall grass. Oh my gosh, it's like Jurassic Park. Remember. You know, this nice. I wish like the mosasaur thing was handled better. Cause why? Like, I think they did say in the movie, but it was so quick I don't even remember. It's like, why is it attacking random ships? And they're like, it's feeding time or something. Like, I don't know what they said. It would have been cool to see like a news article like, oh, mosasaur is attacking shipments of fish. Or fish. Like, I don't know. And be like, oh, that makes sense. It wants fish. Like, you know. So then it sees like these boats in its territory. It's like, well, I want more fish. And like the mosasaur didn't seem like it was struggling, you know, and it seemed like they only did like the Spinosaur is helping it out hunt as like a coolness factor. And like, why would it just like, why would it be hunting boats unless for a reason? And then again, I was just like, oh, Mosasaurus is taking out vessels, fishing vessels. It would kind of like put the seed, sow the seed of worry. What? Like, oh my goodness, what if it attacks the fishing vessel? Just like you see the D-Rex break out. Like, oh my goodness, what if the D-Rex shows up? Oh. I feel like personally, I feel like what they say this about, like, what? I think it's like AMD computer. Jurassic World, Jurassic as a franchise, mainly Jurassic World stuff, never misses an opportunity to miss an opportunity. You know, the last movie was so bad. Had little to no character development. Had just stupid dinosaur moments just for no reason. And they definitely took some of that criticism and fixed some of it, but then they went back in other areas. I haven't even talked about Dominion yet. I want to talk about Dominion now. You know, it missed an opportunity to really like do good, to really show people, you know, really rebirth the franchise. Cause now what are they gonna do? You know, like now there's no cliffhangers. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of worried that like the suits see this dinosaur movie with a feel good ending, and they're like, wow, we really did it. We created Jurassic World, and they high five each other, and then they go to sleep. When I can't think of any possibility for like the next movie. Like, what are they now? They cure heart disease. What's next? Like curing like foot fungus? I don't know what's gonna happen. Stop doing that with the box. I can't see any way to go forward with the franchise, really. I don't know what they could even do. If they even had any plans to begin with. Yeah, I really don't know, like, what's next, you know? What even could be next? I can't even think of what could possibly happen now. Oh wait, what? I can add stats? Yeah. It's pretty terrible. I do say so myself. It's overall not really good. Sadly. So where do they go from here? I don't know. I don't know what they do from here. You know, they could like what? Go into D-Rex stuff? But that would be weird. Cause it kind of just felt like this movie was just like a whole lot of nothing, you know? I feel like nothing really, like, this movie doesn't really impact anything. That's it. This movie doesn't really impact anything. And that kind of really bugs me. I mean, you know, I guess the first Jurassic Park didn't really impact anything. Neither did the second. The second kind of did. The first definitely didn't, but the first was also just kind of like, you know, its own story on the island. No. Okay, I know what it is. The thing that bugs me is that if this movie didn't happen, by the looks of it, unless some major character is about to get heart failure in the next 20 years in the Jurassic franchise, and because of the medicine they don't, and then they become like president, I don't know. If this movie didn't exist, nothing would technically have even happened, because they went to an isolated island, some people died, and they got like a cure for something that probably won't be mentioned ever again. So they've been trying to do this forever in like the Jurassic movies, like, oh, dinosaurs can stop cancer and everything else. And I'm pretty sure they tried doing that in Dominion. It's like, oh, we have them here to study them for diseases. I don't know. But now that the movie's finally done, if you just plucked it out of the franchise with little pair tweezers, and the next movie happened, I really do feel like nothing would have changed. Because the dinosaurs are still there on the equator. All the dinosaurs are still there. The D-Rex is still there. The D-Rex is still hunting things and active. The Mutodons are still there. You know, if you want to be technical, like the boat is gone. Some more cars and the market was destroyed. The little store thing. Okay, I guess. I mean, yeah, there wasn't really much of an impact this movie had. You know, because like the first movie I was saying, oh, that didn't have an impact either. No, the first movie, the whole park was destroyed and the dinosaurs roamed the island. The second movie, I don't know, T-Rex was loose in San Diego in the second movie. That was a pretty big thing, right? Third movie, Third movie, but no one likes that one anyways. And then this video's gonna blow up. Someone in the comments is gonna be like, I love that movie. I hate this YouTuber. I'm sorry. I average like 30 views. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Jurassic World, that had big repercussions. Fallen Kingdom, that had big repercussions. Dominion, even that movie had big repercussions. And this one just had nothing. No character development, no dinosaur moments, no repercussions or like things that happened. You know, they kept mentioning like, oh, Alan Grant. Oh my god, I know him. Jurassic World. Oh my god, like the movie. Well, what else do they say? You know, they throw like little snacks, little tidbits in, like, oh my god, remember this? You want a Jurassic World treat? You want a little Jurassic World snack? Snackaroonie? For me? Jurassic World the snack? And then you eat it up, and I know because I ate it up. I loved my little Jurassic World snack. And then I was like, more? And then, no, that's it. I think we're done. And then, yeah, they just kind of moved on. It's like, damn. I feel like these movies recently, they feel like a rough draft, you know? They feel like a rough draft. And a general story. It feels like a rough draft one guy made in like his basement. And then they still have to put the team on to like polish it out, you know? I'm about to check Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, okay. 75 popcorn meter, but a 53. I feel like that 75 audience score is from the Jurassic World, like the it's the thing, you know. Like everyone felt like, I mean, obviously they're actors, but everyone felt like they're thrown into a rumble pit with a bunch of dinosaurs, and they walk around one corner and they're like, oh my god, it's freaky and it looks weird, oh, and then they leave and they're like, oh, we got away. Oh my god, it's another one. Oh, its head is big. What the fuck? And they leave and it's like, oh, we got away. Oh my god, it's chasing us in the water. What the fuck? It was like villain of the week shit. Like the dinosaurs are just so unmemorable. Dolores, Aqualops, I wouldn't have known that unless I watched the Gaming Beaver talk in depth about the hidden Lego boxes. I wouldn't have known that. And I love this shit, and I would not have known that unless I looked at the fucking Lego sets. I wouldn't have known that each Spinosaurus had its own pattern. Or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. Is it like two of one and one of the other? I don't know. Something like that. I wouldn't have known because they're on screen for so little. I was hoping they would be a big part of the movie. But they were literally like, you guys wanted Spinosaurus, right? Here's Spinosaurus. God, here you go. Spinosaurus. There you go. Okay. Give it back. No, give it back. No more. Bad. 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 And then they take it back and go, yeah, give me Spinosaurus. I want to play with Spinosaurus. No, it's mine. Mosasaur. Oh, it's Jurassic World. We need Mosasaur. We need it. Like, the Mosasaurus colors look cool. I remember telling my girlfriend that, and she was like, shut up, I'm watching a movie. She didn't say that. Maybe she did. T-Rex look cool. D-Rex look cool, but I just didn't care about it. There's nothing for me to care about. I literally did not know anything about the D-Rex. Knew nothing about the Mutodons. Next to nothing about the characters except for a weird forced conversation. I lost him back in the first war. Like, what are you talking about? Felt too much like Alien. That kind of brings it back to the whole monster movie thing. It felt too much like Alien, you know? It was like, oh, like they weren't even, like, obviously they're like mutants, but like at some point you gotta kind of realize it's like, this is some bullshit. They weren't even like half dinosaur. They were just kind of like, this is a flying freaking reptile velociraptor. Holy fuck, what the fuck? Like, this is a giant T-Rex with gorilla arms and a giant head. You could see its brain through the lights. And it's really big and it grabs you and it'll toy with you and like rip you in half. It's really scary. But it's super slow. And it really likes light balls. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, again, it was just like making them unnecessarily scary and weird. Oh my god. For like the dread moments. And then just making them like the xenomorphs. The D-Rex did straight up just look like a xenomorph pretty much the whole movie. And yeah, it was cool, but it just felt like a rip-out, like a cop-out. Rip-out? Rip-off. Like a cop-out. Like, you guys wanted scary? You know what's scary? The xenomorph dinosaur. Are you spooked yet? Like, dude. You know, what I would have wanted, because I could just sit up here all day and be like, oh, blah, 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 it's not scary, stupid. What I would have wanted, what I would have been spooked by, is they're mutants, right? They're ugly, they're freaky, they're made to attract attention and buzz, and they're just so weird. You know? What I would have liked is like, I don't know, all the lab people, right? They just look at the mutants all day and like, wow, it's so weird. They just look at it and like, what a freak. I would have liked to see something like the D-Rex just kind of stand there, like off in the shadows, not like the very easily telegraphed, like, oh, the character's turned around and something slithered behind her, that means it's gonna eat her. I hate that trope. Like, it's cool, like, once it's like, oh my god, behind you, ah! But it happened like 7 or 8 times in that movie, and I was like, holy fuck. Happened with like the eels, happened with like the fucking, the Titanus fucking Rexus, I don't even know. And that was a cool fake out, I guess, because like, oh, something's gonna happen, and it's like, oh, it's a nice dinosaur. It happened with like the T-Rex, happened with like the, I don't know, it happened with like every dinosaur. at least once, which is a lot of times. I feel like maybe it didn't. I don't know. It happened a lot, and I would have liked to see like the T-Rex with its arms like trees, just kind of stand in the distance and just kind of like look, like watch and like study and be like intelligent, not like this giant, just like brutish ape. You know, it has a big head. Maybe it's big brain because it's smart. It's like, oh, this is a big, smart gorilla dinosaur. It can do puzzles, you know? Study the prey. I don't know. Like the thing with the Mutodon, like just jumping on that raptor. I'm still mad about the scene with the raptor. Oh my god. But the Mutodon jumping on that scared the fuck out of me. I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. What is that freaky thing? And it's like, oh, yeah, it's the Mutodon. That's what it is. Like the cast themselves and like the director said themselves, they're like, oh, I'll return to form to the franchise. That didn't feel like any Jurassic movie to me. That just felt like weird. I don't even know. It didn't feel like anything. It didn't even feel like Dominion. It didn't feel like Fallen Kingdom, World, none of the parks. It just felt like... I felt like they're like, here's some cool stuff. Here's some dinosaurs. Here's some suspense. And they just like crumple it up into a ball. And they go, ugh, and they give it all to you. And you're like, oh, and you just take it all. Because you love Jurassic and you just take all of it and you love it. That's what it was like. So, an hour and 11 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm gonna edit this tomorrow. And hopefully no one's seen the movie yet and people watch my video. But, let me guys know if you like this type of stuff. Like and subscribe. No one's watching this video, I know it. I know it, bro. Anything else I want to say? I don't think there is. Just, that's it, yeah. Alright, goodbye. Oh, I was trying to wait for the 12-minute mark and I missed it. Okay, I'll wait for the 12. No, I could wait for 12:10. I'll wait 12:20. 1 hour, 12:20. So how's your night going? Night? Oh yeah, for me it's nighttime, and I'm really